There are two biggest barriers that have been preventing 3GPP from entering the private network market: spectrum and customization. Today, the situation largely changed. Regulators and ecosystems are crucial contributors. Also, some practical key technology has opened up a new perspective after entering the 5G era. Firstly, spectrum access is a key starting point for any mobile network, and each generation comes with its own spectrum of needs. There's a history of regulators reserving spectrum resources for certain verticals. Examples including license for public transport and emergency services, private mobile radio spectrum for private communications networks on construction sites, taxis, and private security. Even though the LTE and 5G are the most efficient technology today, their performance drives up powered by a large spectrum of resources. LTE actually needs more than 10 MHz of bandwidth to be useful. However, spectrum resources are precious. In 2016, almost no country could allocate such a large bandwidth for local private use. This made the private LTE in a difficult situation. It could only be used in remote areas which can't benefit from the scale effect. Therefore, hard to promote the commercialization. Today, in 2022, the decision made by several telecom regulators around the world to allocate spectrum bands to enterprises instead of telecom operators marks a new era in business use cases. Germany was the first disruptor in the industry to award a significant amount of private spectrum for verticals or localized usage. They assigned one of the most important 5G bands, 3.5 GHz, for local use. The trend is also echoed by the US Federal Communications Commission. Besides, the concept of 5G network slice allows mobile operators to provide private network services regardless of the regulator's local spectrum policy. Enterprises do not need to acquire the spectrum from regulators, nor do they need to spend any effort to construct and operate a private network on their own. Secondly, customization. Network slices are also given high expectations to solve the problem of customization. Technically speaking, through the end-to-end dedicated tunnel, data flow can be physically isolated, and tunnels could even be automatically and dynamically tailored for services with distinct latency and reliability design. The status of the end-to-end data flow is under constant surveillance and then to be analyzed. But customization is much more than this. The network should be deeply integrated into processes of production to achieve quality improvement, cost reduction, and productivity increase. This is not what conventional telecoms are good at. It requires cross-sectional partners to participate in the connection between the key vertical needs and the 5G capabilities. The main direction spelled on how to modularize the capability with the generalized algorithm to attune various scenarios. The concept is to extend systemic capabilities such as network as a service and edge computing, providing in-depth integration of the ubiquitous intelligent 5G-based infrastructure and monetize the related opportunities. Such a step would be a departure from the traditional enterprise connectivity business model. China Mobile 5G Plus plan combined 5G with the AICDE modules, which stand for Artificial Intelligence, Internet of Things, cloud computing, big data, and edge computing. This plan has completed 1,590 commercial projects, with a value exceeding $2.5 billion. The 2021 financial report shows that China Mobile's government and enterprise market have strong momentum to increase, reaching $21.5 billion and a year-on-year increase of 21.4%. Regulators' acceptance of 3GPP private network standards, coupled with the popularity of 5G, has finally driven the market to grow. However, in 2021, the major momentum for 3GPP private network deployment benefits from government national strategies on industry digital transformation. No matter in theory or in reality, the government is a vital participant in the modern market economy, and 5G, actively repeating the success story of electric vehicles. Top operators such as AT&T, Vodafone, and China Mobile are highly active in promoting private cellular networks in large manufacturing countries. The government of China, Germany, and the United States have given a lot of support to spectrum policy and high-tech subsidy policy. China's 5G ceiling stimulus plan proposed 3 indicators for manufacturing and utilities digital transformation, including the annual growth rate of 5G LTE end users, the number of 5G deployments in key industries, and the penetration rate of 5G in large industrial enterprises. The government's new initiative will strengthen ICT infrastructure and build 100 virtual private networks empowered by 5G in each of 30 key industries before 2026. The European Commission has committed public funding of more than 700 million euros through the Horizon 2020 program to support this activity. The German federal government is funding research and development for innovative 5G solutions on a large scale. In its Industrial Communications of the Future initiative, the focus is on 3 research priorities: reliable wireless communications in the industry, 5G, industrial internet, and 5G, tactile internet, for which up to 80 million euros will be made available. The concept of the private network widely entered the public vision after 5G. Media interest triggered significant publicity, but in fact, it has existed for decades. After the peak of inflated expectations, the telecommunication industry ourselves need to confront the difficulties calmly and sincerely. The market size of private networks is very small. A project that cannot be replicated easily lacks value. Innovation use cases need to be more mature and reliable, achieve productivity improvement greater than cost. The government stimulation and capital inflows break the deadlock of 3GPP's private network, gave the snowball an initial speed to roll up, and made product commercialization possible. LTE allows enterprises, driven by new digital transformation applications. 5G grows the pie, enabling the broader mobile ecosystem and vertical industry players jointly to bring futures to practical. We're in the midst of driving accelerated transformation, and the world is moving faster. Let's open our minds and reimagine our businesses. Manufacturers are being digitalized, measured to digital twins, and optimized by this virtual reality. Athletes are trained according to their body, their capability, and how they performed yesterday with data. Not just great coaching. We can and we will make the world smarter and brighter, enabled by 5G and the whole ecosystem.